brought to you by Open Enrollment. Boom. Hey, it's football. Again. And Thursday sucked. Which was supposed to be a fun game, but it was like an Armageddon.
It turned into injury fucking disaster. Like it was a bloodbath. Like
it really was. And I knew it was gonna be something like somehow it was gonna get ruined because of this.
I'm just saying. I mean, two significant players going forward is like done for. Like what the fuck? Like, like I didn't want a game that damn harsh that was going to do all of that and make that much of an impact. It's like,
yeah, from like an AFC North standpoint, it's kind of like nice.
I mean,
but then it's also like oof.
Now it's like sorry ass Steelers gotta even. I just looked at their next four games, and the landscape changed dramatically. Like they play the Browns, who Deshaun Watson just went down for the year.
Yep.
Then they turn around and play Cincinnati, who Joe Burrow just went down for the fucking year. Then they play Arizona, who, Kyler Murray is a fucking coin flip. Then they turn around and play New England. It's like, and their season is in disarray. Do you mean to tell me that the Steelers could be sitting here at 12 and fucking 3? Are you fucking serious? Because they have for the rest of the entire schedule, they have winnable games against everyone except for Baltimore and maybe Seattle. The rest of them is like Arizona, New England, Cincinnati twice, the Browns, and motherfucking it's like I think Indianapolis. And I mean they can get to Gardner Minshew. So it's just like, damn. When you look at the schedule at the beginning of the year, that's why you can't say a certain schedule is hard as fuck or a certain schedule is easy as fuck because shit changes throughout the year. Like two Cincinnati games that seemed like they were insurmountable have become a cakewalk now. Like what? Okay.
I just need to know whose dick pics he has. I don't know, like just Mr. Steelers, yes. Like, golly, like, and there is it's such a weird feeling because there's a part of me that wants
I got the schedule on the refrigerator. Let me just run this down for you. Okay. Sunday, November 19th, which is pretty much tomorrow, at Cleveland, 1 o'clock.
I love how you say pretty much tomorrow, like there's like a chance it won't be.
Sunday, November 26th, at Cincinnati, 1 o'clock. Sunday, December 3rd, Arizona at the crib. Thursday, New England at the crib.
So far, I'm saying 3-1. Because I feel like they'll lose against Arizona.
Arizona? You think Kyler is going to pull it out?
I love Kyler so much, so that's super biased, but yeah.
Okay. After that, at Indianapolis, to be decided.
That's winnable.
Cincinnati, December 23rd, right before Christmas.
That's a win.
At Seattle and at Baltimore. Them is the only two games I can even see them like totally losing in. And they always beat Baltimore for some reason. It's like these motherfuckers could end up being in the end of the season. They can be sitting there at 12-3. 12-5 is probably the worst that they can somehow end that. And this team is trash.
And the worst part of that is people are going to be riding Kenny's dick so hard for, lost my guy. Hold on. I think Jermaine had to poop. Continue with your thought.
That was a quick one. Say no,
Yep.
no, it just went out and it just left. But I'm just saying, I mean, like at the very worst, they damn near was going to be 12-5. Like, and this team is absolutely shitty as fuck. Like, what?
So like I was saying, there's a part of me over the next four I wish they would just go 0-4 because I want
They don't deserve to be there. It's like,
right, like I hate Kenny so fucking much it hurts, and
I
like
mean, you, I ain't gonna say you rubbed off on me, but he rubbed off on me. Shit. He finally started showing me, like I said, if motherfucker, I've been a Thomas supporter since day one, and
yeah,
he is the main reason why I am no longer on Thomas fucking train, man. It's like I don't understand this dude, man. And they fucking, it was a homer pick. Fucking them drafting somebody out of
absolutely.
pick. It's like they was afraid to miss out on the Dan Marino experience. You remember what happened a long time ago where the Steelers were supposed to draft Dan Marino, but because it came out that he was fucking around with cocaine or some bullshit, somehow the Dolphins drafted him and he was the kid
That,
from it.
that's why he went down there. He's like, more cocaine? Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, that was the whole. To me, that was the whole premise behind drafting Kenny Pickett. We finally got a good quarterback in our house because this. Let's be
Whoops.
totally honest. Let's be totally honest. There's never been a fucking great quarterback at Pitt. Almost never. Like it was Dan Marino, and then the greatest since Dan Marino, I guess, has been Kenny Pickett. And
Oh, that's such a far drop off. Oh
you see how
God.
long ago that was? Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck all them years go past and Pittsburgh, one of the greatest recruiting cities in the country, they never got a quarterback for their damn college fucking roster. Like that's crazy.
Oh,
And then
God.
even when Larry Fitzgerald was there, it was something Robinson. What was his name? Robert Robinson or some shit? The fuck was his name?
I think that was the dude that used to work at our old job. But
Yeah.
oh
So,
shit.
I mean, Pitt is always traditionally had terrible fucking quarterbacks. And Kenny Pickett showed some resemblance of being decent, and the Steelers felt like they had to make a move or a push to not let that next great Pitt quarterback out of their wheelhouse. And they made a fucking bad decision. Kenny Pickett is fucking horrible.
But we're stubborn. We're
Horrible.
stubborn and we can't admit it. That's the problem. Or the team can't admit it. One last thing, then we'll get off the Steeler train because I'm already sad enough because I work today. So I don't want to like end the night with a gun. So there it oh god, I don't even have words.
Like I'm fucking making magic tricks over here. I got napkins flying across the screen.
It's such a strange place to be at where your hometown team that you're supposed to be all about, you just wish ill will, and it's like a bad
Totally
gross
irrelevant
feeling.
subject. Everyone that's listening and watching, Rich is going to attempt to break black man's greens this week.
Oh, I'm not making that shit. Cassie is. Fuck no.
When you asked me, I was like,
That's
man, is he really attempting to do this? You said, yeah, Cassie's doing it. But I'm like, somehow I feel like you got your hand in there.
oh no, she's nope. I'm nope. Not even going to attempt to disgrace that. Nope.
Oh, man. You probably would make some bomb ass good, like white man's collard greens.
Listen, I'd spice the shit out of that, so it would have some flavored levels, and yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Well, you know what? We are talking about Pittsburgh, so let's kind of get into the matchups because actually the first matchup is Pittsburgh against Cleveland, and guess who gets to cover? I got to cover Pittsburgh. I'm so excited. I'm not excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So
because they're the away team. Yeah.
yeah. And real quick, I saw something on the Twitter sphere about, everyone's excited about Minka being back. I'm like, there is zero reason to play Minka. Sit him down.
I didn't know that they
He,
was playing Minka. I didn't think they did. I didn't hear him, but I heard that fucking Fryer move was coming back. I ain't hear nothing about Minka.
yeah. Well, in the beginning of the week, people were like thinking Minka's gonna play, and if don't play, please don't play, because you have no reason to play. There is nothing that you need to contribute. This is going to be an easy game. Like you're looking at probably one defensive score at least, and Boswell will kick about 5 field goals. It's going to be like a 22 to fucking 10 thing. So,
You said
yeah,
22 to 10.
yeah, just a weird ass score because why the hell
Yeah.
not?
Why the hell not? Why the
Um,
hell not?
it's going to be a very, very, very boring game. It's going to be filled with a lot of punts, a lot of kicks.
Every game that the Steelers are going to be involved in from here on out is going to be the same Thursday night fucking game.
Yep.
Every
So, start at your own risk, just like normal. Deontay Pickens, and if you want to go with Muth, I would not actually, because he literally came back from an injury, got injured again, re-aggravated it. Now he's coming back again. Sit him, see if he actually can be, healthy. And if you want to play him, you can. But
he's my replacement tight end in one of the leagues that I had Mark Andrews in.
Yeah.
I got Trey McBride in one, which I'm
ecstatic. Good.
That I somehow made that move. I made that move weeks ago because I was just preparing for Andrews' bounce. I didn't know he was going to get fucking hurt for the rest of the season. So I already had him sitting on the bench. But these are the leagues that I'm 3-7 in. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, yeah.
So
but still, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I already had him capable. And then I took Fryermuth and the other one. It was just like, okay, I got him on the IR. I can't play him, of course, this week because I already played Andrews and Andrews got hurt. So. You Mr. Fucking 900 tight ends. I mean, who is your now permanent replacement for Andrews?
Logan Thomas.
Okay.
Logan Thomas, and I also re-picked up Trey McBride. Or
I see you said
Kate
Zach
Otten.
I was like, what the fuck is you doing? But then you grabbed somebody.
Yeah, so then I dropped him. I picked him up because I know it's going to be he's going to get reacclimated into it. But him and Kyler got a mind meld. Like, he really does like going to Ertz. I don't know how that's going to look, but I'm also like, you know what?
Was done for the season, to be honest. I didn't know he had a chance to come back.
I mean, they might try to pull that because it's a quadricep. It's not like it's a fucking hammy. So, hey, whatever. He did something to it, but I realized, I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's not play the tight end timeshare game. Let's go with something that I'd rather go with an established, hey, here's the number one tight end on the team, whatever. Logan Thomas, we've already been over that with him. As long as this dude is healthy, dude, he's very, very good. But he's made of paper mache. So, hey, whatever. But that's kind of my plan for that. But rest of the roster don't. I mean, I would play Jalen Warren and sit Najee. Until he actually shows he can be a relevant back and be relied upon, he's just not.
But Najee Harris to me is that back that tries too hard. Like, it's like that one just last week. It was like a third down and like 4. And he had the 4, but he tried to jump over top of the man and fucking ended up getting stopped short 1 yard. It's like, why are you jumping? You are a fucking 264 back. What are you jumping in the air for? Like, I don't. He's that back that just tries too hard and fails miserably at it. It's just like, I don't understand.
And
I would,
it's
if I had
delicious.
both backs, or if I had one of the two, I would definitely try it out. I would definitely feel more confident
Yeah.
trotting out Jalen Warren, who probably wasn't even drafted until maybe the
Oh.
last fucking 5 rounds. I'm way more fucking comfortable trotting him out there than a back that was probably drafted in the first 5 rounds in Najee Harris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's about it. So go ahead, have fun. Talk about Cleveland.
They're trotting out some fucking some motherfuckers that motherfucking I gotta give them a 3 initial name because I don't know.
Yeah.
What was it? Darren Thompson,
It's
Robin,
either
DTR, or some
DTR
shit.
or DRT.
Sound like
one
a
of the two.
fucking shoe store and shit on the south side.
Right.
His eligibles, I gotta give props to Amari Cooper. I didn't think he was as good as he was when he was in Dallas. Like I just don't think they utilized him well enough.
Right.
And before he got to Dallas, he was with who was Amari Cooper with?
Oh, Oakland.
Dallas.
Oakland, right?
Yes. They never used him properly, and he's become a quarterback matchup proof type of damn player where it doesn't matter if my son or motherfucking DTR or motherfucking the rats in my attic throwing the pill. Motherfucking Amari Cooper's gonna catch those passes. He's similar to kind of like Devontae, where doesn't matter who's throwing the ball, that dude is going to somehow be productive. And I give Amari Cooper all the props in the world. Doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball, he is ineligible. And on any team he's playing on, he is ineligible for sure.
He's like but it's weird. Like he's like the redheaded stepchild eligibles because it's like he. You're right. He is almost matchup proof, but you never. He's always like the sneak. He's like the Tyler Lockett, man. He's like super sneaky but super productive.
Tyler Lockett. That is a great comparison. Tyler Lockett. Go ahead.
He just doesn't get the appreciation that he deserves, but he's just like, yeah, I just do shit all the time. Okay.
Yep. So in Cleveland, you got DTR. Like I said, you got Amari Cooper. That's gonna. If there's one player on Cleveland's roster that is a startable player every fucking week, it is Amari Cooper. No other receiver there in Cleveland. Elijah Moore. You're. I'm about to say if you're in a deep league, we are in a deep league, but that's still a dart throw.
You still don't try him out there.
Yeah,
like with this situation, absolutely not.
He's a dart throw. And Joku, another dart throw. It depends on a lot of young quarterbacks love and utilize their tight ends.
Yeah,
so he could be ineligible.
Safety blanket.
There are 2 running backs. Cleveland stay stacked with 2 good ass running backs. And normally it's Chubb and Hunt. This time it's Ford and Hunt. It's either or. Either one of them can pop off. Hunt, like I said,
would you play him though? Like if you had to,
I would play both of them. Yes, I would. In your league, absolutely. In a 10-team league, might have a little bit of reservation. But in this league, absolutely. If I had both of them, I would trot them both out. Fuck them. Cleveland's running game is the engine to their fucking car. So
because it's gonna be a close game, so it's not like they're gonna be getting blown out. So I feel like they're still gonna.
They're gonna run. They're gonna run it. And the Steelers defense against the run has been suspect for the past 10 years. So, yep. Okay. So though I would trot out either one of those running backs. Amari Cooper, maybe into Joku, and if you're desperate, Elijah Moore. And that's Cleveland.
Okay.
And if you're in a league, where you are playing defense and quarterbacks, you can try out Cleveland's defense as well. because Kenny Pickett.
I feel like either one of them you could trot out because I feel like they're going to get to the both guys are going to get to the quarterback.
There's going to be fucking premier pass rushers. We got Watt and we got fucking Highsmith. They got fucking what's his name? Garrett, Myles Garrett. Yep. So yeah,
and he's about 2 people his own damn self. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I feel like there's going to be at least one defensive score. So
or some special team, something's going to happen crazy.
Something that's going to be the most entertaining part about the game.
This is one of those games where it's totally unscripted. It's totally it's a blank sheet. Like if the NFL said, "Can you give us a script of what's going to happen here?" They'll fucking they'll turn in a blank sheet and says, "Whatever happens, happens."
Yeah, just fire up your kickers. All right, Vegas at Miami.
It feel like I ain't seen Miami in like 4 weeks.
Right. Yeah. It's fair. It's exciting.
It's only been 1 week, but it seemed like I ain't seen Miami play in like 3 or 4 weeks. That's because the couple weeks that they did play before the bye, they wasn't Miami. They wasn't the Miami that we want, that we came and loved to see the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, they got exploited. So
A-Chain is coming back or whatever fuck is it?
Sure is.
So, I know fucking Bob is fucking ecstatic.
Yeah, and I'm pretty happy to drop Mostert. So
you dropped Mostert? Oh, you traded him.
I traded him.
Oh, yeah. So that's no longer a problem for you.
Exactly. I wanted to get rid of that. I didn't want to worry about playing that 50-50 thing. What's going to happen? That's exact. I mean, I traded a 50-50 to get a 50-50 back. So, traded him for Monty.
I'm about to say you lucked out with Monty. Monty is a fucking superstar. I love that dude.
Yeah. So I just figured that's going to be a better feel. But when it comes to Vegas, you're going to do the other untouchable kind of no game script player. It's going to be Adams. And then you're going to play Josh. That's it. Don't touch anything else. There's no reason to touch anything else. There's no significant injuries this week. Play the 2 starters. Leave everything else alone.
Yeah. Jacoby,
Oh, yeah. I always forget about him. Shit.
Because he was great in the first couple of weeks. And then this Aiden O'Connell, this new quarterback, he don't really see him. He don't see him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, maybe that's an indication of the plan there. I mean, I forgot all about him. And I keep forgetting about him because he's not doing something that makes me think about it.
Severely significant when Jimmy G was pulling the pill.
Which is weird because he sucks. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening? But yeah, look, if you want to play him, play him. I mean, he has proven he can do it, but it is seemingly a different offensive scheme with O'Connell. Roll your dice, but even in this, I mean, you kind of have to play him in this league because he is the number 2 on a starting roster.
Yeah, if he's on your squad, because we all know he's not on the wire because your dumb ass would have grabbed him by now. So we know he's not on the wire. So if he's on somebody's roster, how can you sit him down?
You can't. But if you're in a regular league, I think you've already kind of made that decision.
Yeah. If you're in a 10-teamer, 12-teamer league, you probably can afford.
Probably already made that decision of like, you got to prove it again here, bub, before I can put you back in the lineup. So, yeah, that's all I got. So go ahead and talk about the fun flying Miami Dolphins.
You just got done talking about an insurance convention. I get to talk about a circus.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Tua, absent motherfucker. I could just smell him in my fucking nose. Tua! Shit! Fucking Tua eligibles all the time.
Mm.
One of the greatest receivers in the game right now is Mr. Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
And to think in Kansas City, I used to think he was just a fucking like a special teams gadget type of player. This dude turned into
Mm.
one of the premier receivers in the league. I thought he was a little scab running around. Like, okay, he's just
Mm.
a special teams type of player. He's a fast motherfucker that don't know what to do with his fucking speed. And somehow Kansas City allowed him to channel it and turned it into a premier receiver. And then he went to Miami and got the bag. And he got the bag and he's good. And
And I
he's
was worried.
he's
I
doing
was
he's not one of those players that got the bag and then fucking turned his back. He got the bag and he's returning the labor, the investment that they put he has a perfect ROI, return on
yeah.
investment. That man
I
has
was I
lived
was
up
super
to it.
worried when he went to Miami because I'm like,
Me too.
I
Me
don't
too.
know,
And then he started
man.
talking shit on Mahomes, talking about fucking Tua was more accurate, the most accurate quarterback he's ever came across. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you just disrespected Mahomes and you want a fucking chip with this man? You want a chip with this man, and you disrespected him for some unknown concussion laden quarterback? He's starting to show that, hey, I
And
don't
I
know.
wonder how much that was just to pump his head up too, just to be like, yo, you're better than dude. Let's go. I mean, there is some gamesmanship there. I mean, him and Mahomes are probably still like, yo,
Oh
you
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
dude.
He said when they played and they went to Germany, he said I'm still cool with both, with him and Kelsey. He didn't mention nobody else, so he was only cool with the two mains. So
Hey,
yeah,
you don't got to be friends with the kicker. It's fine.
they want a chip. You gotta understand, man. I
Yeah,
mean, you know as well as I know, them years that you want a chip in fantasy, we don't see it in real life. We can see it only in fantasy. That's why we're doing this show, because our passion is there. Those years you won a chip, don't you remember damn near every player on that squad that year and how they contributed to your team to win that
yeah,
chip? You'll
yeah.
never forget that damn performance.
No,
By
that's
them,
fair.
and they small contributions. Other people didn't see what happened, but there's certain people that bailed you out in certain weeks
You're
that
like,
you
week 4 was
remember
a
from that chip
motherfucking
year.
waiver wire. Let's go. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that
Makes
chip
sense. Yeah,
year was significant to you, and you will not forget that shit. Same thing. I mean, like
yeah.
there, you think in real life it ain't like. I mean, they have won a chip together. They are linked at the hip. They can fucking go two different opposite directions for the rest of their life, but they gonna always remember
Yeah.
that fucking chip. They really are.
Mm.
So, but yeah, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
You can
Jalen
play him.
Waddle,
You can
I
play
don't
him
know.
for.
I mean, some
You can
people
play him
probably.
for a quarter.
I mean, some people probably, consider Jalen Waddle one of the top 20 receivers in the game and so on and so forth. But I told you before on these podcasts
Right.
before, he's the jury's still out for me for him. It's like, okay, he's a great compliment, but like his compliment skills have been getting fragile. He hasn't been able to
He doesn't
stay
play enough
healthy.
to feel good about it. That's the thing. He doesn't play enough football to be like, hey, you're good.
He's,
It's like,
if I employed him, and I never have, I would be pissed because in certain games that the man goes off for fucking 40 points, and then in certain games that he gets hurt the fourth play of the game and he never returns. And it's like,
he's the only
I just
football.
burned fucking 3 points on this dude, and that's my week.
He's the only football. He's the only football player that has FMLA.
Yep, and he's a productive FMLA player. It's just
He
like,
is every few weeks. He's like, how many hours did you not work? So I missed 2 quarters. Then I missed 3 on the next quarter. And he gets his game check. He's like, fuck, man. Like, I'm out of vacation. They're taking it out of my goddamn money. This is horseshit.
that
Yeah.
is a
No, you're
great
not wrong,
one. He
man.
said he's the NFL's FMLA player.
Yeah.
That is a
That
great
actually
one. Yep.
that might be the title of the episode.
Yeah,
Football FMLA.
FMLA player,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
Because
It is.
he's a great player, but it's like, is he gonna be there? It's
Right.
like very rarely can I recall a game that Jalen Waddle played from start to finish and did not produce. He produces when he's there, but is he gonna be there?
Right. Like he needs to be in there enough to get you your points. And you're like, all right, you at least met your expectations. Don't die, but if you get hurt, I understand.
He said, I don't die, but I understand. So, and then we already discussed, I still don't understand why Miami never made any moves to go out and get a monster tight end. Like, even if you can grab Hunter Henry, any fucking piece of shit, you could have made a trade for a tight end. So now they're eligible to be good. It's just that when Waddle is not there, he puts so much more pressure on Tyreek Hill. And it's like, if I was a D coordinator, if you don't got Waddle, I'm tripling fucking
but
Tyreek
you know what?
Hill. If you got Waddle, I'm doubling at least Tyreek Hill. You know,
what about the guy that I picked up and then dropped today?
Who was that?
Berrios.
Oh, you dropped Berrios, huh?
Yeah, I picked up Zach Moss.
I'm grabbing him.
Go ahead, Zay Jones.
Yeah,
shit talking motherfucker.
Oh yeah. You seen that?
Mm-hmm. I seen that.
I had a. You see me pick up Mechie before that? I had a.
Yeah.
It was like the Houston Texan train had already left because you grabbed Noah Brown, and I'm still trying to hold on to a little piece of it. That's why I grabbed the Mechie, dude. I was just like,
you just want his fucking aura. I got
I was like, I want a piece of this offense. I don't give a fuck how desperate I might look grabbing it. And then I looked at his stats, read all of his shit. Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, and Zay Jones sitting out there with a fat ass 11 projected. I'm like,
if he plays, because
I ain't playing him. No, it's a wait and see approach. I mean, John Mechie was a wait and see approach. I wasn't going to start John Mechie. Like, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might be stupid this year, but fucking I ain't that goddamn stupid. But so I chose to, you know what I'm saying, try to hold on to that offense. But yeah, no tight end in Miami. Running backs, Mostert, A-Chain. Who knows what's going to happen with this timeshare? Usually when motherfucker come off IR, only a few people. There have been Cooper Kupp, we talked about. He came out swinging like what the fuck is IR? You know what I'm saying? But most players, IR is ease back in. So I still think that A-Chain is going to easily slow back in. And I'm hoping the same thing with, never mind, we'll talk about that when we get to that game. I was talking about Foreman, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Herbert coming back. And that's why I'm still trotting out Foreman, because Foreman was productive, wildly productive. And I'm not just going to sit him down just because Herbert's coming back.
Yeah, but he's had a queue all week. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just speaking of our league, period. I don't know if you notice. I don't know if you give a fuck, but I think you do, because you always fucking be checking bullshit. The dude I'm playing, it seems like he hasn't touched his lineup all week, and it's like this motherfucker got it's Kim.
He picked up something today. He dropped Clay.
Oh, so he did start making changes today.
Yeah. Well, and I saw that, and I was like, yeah, you know what? He has no skin on Thursday. So he has no reason to mess with it.
But I think he didn't even have a quarterback in. He didn't have nobody. He had a bunch of missing players, and I'm like, has he completely checked out, or?
No, he dropped. No, he picked up.
When you play me, motherfucker, you find a way.
You wake up.
You go into the sewer and get motherfucking rat roach, ratatouille, and you start them because you playing me. Because I very rarely can get a fucking pass where somebody supposedly they said they line up. No, that's not gonna happen.
Nah. All right, next game, Chicago at Detroit. So speaking of the Chicago thing,
at Detroit.
Yeah. So Herbert's back. Foreman's been questionable. I think it's going to be the exact same thing with A-Chain and Mostert, except one of them has been hurt for all week. So I don't know. They're going to have to play catch up. Fields is back, so maybe more owners will have an uptick. Who knows? I dropped Mooney because I'm like, what am I retarded? We're not playing that. That's stupid. Because when Fields was in, Mooney got nothing. There's no reason to play it. The only play he got was via a backup quarterback, which is the logic there. I can't even make sense of that. I don't know. Komet, maybe. Cool. Have fun with it. Who knows with him? We've already been over his up and down stuff. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get away with starting both running backs. That Roshan or whatever the hell his name is, he's inconsequential.
Yeah, his relevance has completely disappeared.
It's expired.
Yeah. He's like bread that says best used by, and his date was like last Sunday. So
yeah, there's some.
If you want to open up that bread and still eat that bread, you go right ahead, but it's been expired.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saying Detroit? Where do I start? Love the head coach from the gate. Goff. you know.
All right. Yep. Had some tech issues. Sorry.
And I don't know where and when people got
just
cut
go
off.
back over just go back over the Detroit stuff because I'm wanting to hear it because I have Detroit skin. So good.
Yeah. Yes. So I started off with Jared Goff. No, I started off with I love the coach. Jared Goff, eligible. I mean, he's gonna fucking rip it. Eligibles, the Sun God.
Bow down.
Josh Reynolds.
Yeah.
I would employ that man. Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs. Monty.
Yeah. God, it's
do I need to keep going?
You talk about their offensive line.
Jameis Williams. These motherfuckers are loaded. Detroit is fucking serious.
So, did you hear about the Williams stuff?
What happened with him?
So it's good stuff. So basically, Danny Campbell was like, "Listen, you gotta in order to get the rock, you have to block." That's kind of his mantra. And I guess on one of the plays last week, and I believe it was the Monty run, the 75-yarder. He laid like a real good block.
Williams, I did see that.
And he was like, and I guess Campbell was like, that's now it's almost like now you're a part of the team. Now we will employ your service.
Now we will take you seriously.
So it might be that point where you could start him and actually feel good. And I think Bob has him. So it might be one of those things where it's like, okay, now you can, I mean, unfortunately it's week 11, but a little better late than pregnant, I guess, but whatever. Get in there.
I'm not going to lie to man. That's my sleeper pick this year. Like, I mean, as far as, independent of fantasy, independent of years past in the NFL,
yeah,
Detroit is like my low-key fucking team, man.
Fun.
I mean,
that
is my team. Yes, they are. I am interested in what they're doing. Like in college football, remember I told you I was really interested in Colorado. They've been getting blown the fuck out. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, they have.
Like Dion is getting blown out now. Like I don't know. But as far as, today's hot button team, the team that is fun and I'm in love with this year, it's Detroit. From the coach all the way down,
losers,
man.
And they're like, not anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part. Yeah. I
that's that underdog in you that is rising up, and it's like, yeah. Why not us?
Yeah. I mean, God damn it, they're all kinds of talented. So all right, next. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Fucking gross.
What the fuck?
Only only thing I gotta say, and I'm actually starting Kyle Phillips this week, so
I
we'll
seen
see how
that.
that goes.
I
Yeah.
seen his fucking his white plastic face in the lineup. It was almost like he looked like a creative player. Oh man, I was like, is that his real face or like what the fuck?
That was a fucking stock image.
And I seen him on your lineup. I was like, the fuck is that dude? It was like, damn.
That's pulled straight from Google Images. It's just typed in random white guy.
And you start them.
So, well, speaking of
That tells
starting,
you folks how deep our league is. We can. That's one of the craziest parts of the league, and one of the parts I love. That motherfucking you can let it all ride on a no name that's back there by the spider webs behind your fucking bedroom door. You can
right?
start that motherfucker in this league and feel good about it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do that in those big leagues.
No,
You can't.
you go in a 10-team league, you start Kyle Phillips, they're gonna be like, you're not coming back next year, man. Just letting you know. Thanks for the
If that
donation.
motherfucker scored 2 touchdowns, they're gonna still say, "Who, who are you starting?"
Right.
Meanwhile, in
And
this league, motherfucking, I started Trent Irwin last week, and the motherfucker dropped a touchdown. And normally in any other league, it would be that helps no one. No, it helped me in that league. It didn't help because I lost, but it did.
so you know why I'm starting them. Like Jacksonville's giving up the second most passing yards to in the league. So I feel good about. And here's the other part that I was going to speak about. So Tanny's back, but Tanny's number 2 on the depth chart. So
Yeah, Will Levis
this is Will Levis's team. So I kind of feel good about putting him in there, and he's been hitting hop, and I think Henry. I got rid of Henry right at the right time. I got about 2 weeks out of him. Then I dished him back out. This is start him if you want. I mean, it's hard not to, but I think that I think that Tennessee's going to be down. They're going to need to throw, and I think God, what's his goddamn name? The backup. Jeez. To Tennessee. To Henry. Tajay Spears, yeah. I think he's going to be more involved. He's going to be the better play, I think. But once again, Henry can just tumble into the end zone. So, pick your poison there. But I think Kyle Phillips is a good play this week. That's kind of my sneaky sleeper kind of pick for the week.
And in this league, we can do it.
Yep.
Okay, so was that Tennessee for you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jacksonville, Lawrence, Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but
I know what you're gonna say.
Ridley, I guess you can't sit him down. You can't not start him. Can you?
Yeah, in this league, no. In a normal league, I think at that point, I think he's
in a normal league, absolutely, I would sit him down. Yeah, but in this one,
I feel like you could.
What?
I mean, so all right. Let me put it this way. So maybe not this week, but next week, since there's no buys, yeah. If he does what he's been doing again, I think you could get away with sitting him. And
this dude was the hottest thing since fucking apple pie.
And how many weeks in a row have we talked about this? Like, that's the thing. Like, how many weeks have we talked about him doing this compared to how many weeks he's actually produced? Don't worry.
He's only produced maybe 1 or 2 weeks the whole season.
Yeah. It's week fucking 11. Like, that's a problem. Like, I'm not an accountant. I'm not a mathematician, but that doesn't equate to good things. That's not how that works. So do it at your own peril.
I'm
But
just glad I don't got that headache to deal with. I'm
right.
so happy I
Yeah,
don't.
that's gotta be that's gotta be gross because you're just waiting. It's like he'll do it next week. No, he won't.
I think the
Highly
only
doubtful.
player that's like really fucking me like that I'll continue to allow torture me, is Gabe DeBay. I
True.
mean,
Fuck me
he
too. I don't
is
want to talk about it.
fucking. He is that same exact player. I cannot not start. It's like, and when I did finally sit him down, the motherfucker dropped 32 points. I just couldn't. Oh my god, I just can't understand it,
Well,
man.
you know what? We'll get into Buffalo a little bit later, but
Yeah.
I got some ideas about that. So, all right, what else on Jacksonville? What do you got? I mean,
Uh,
obviously ETN.
ETN monster.
Yeah.
Tight end. You can even go Evan Ingram, who is, I don't really know. I haven't really tracked his stats, but from what I understand, he hasn't been as productive as he was last
Nope.
year.
Nope. Got another one that got the bag and was like, I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah. So
Now, do you think they're going to come out like a ball of fire? Because they got steamrolled last week. So, and even I think I saw something about Doug Peterson saying like, "Hey," and I don't know if this was like just a meme or something like that, but I saw something about him saying, "Look, we paid him millions of dollars. We brought millions of dollars in for him to be receivers. He needs to get his head. He needs to get his head out of his ass." And I was like, I don't know if that's a direct quote, but shit. I mean,
really,
talking about you call them out. Hey, look, sometimes you kind of have to because you're not doing fuck all. So Kirk can only do so much for you.
Kirk is the only one that's productive in that whole offense. Him and ETN. That's
Yeah.
it. Like, I mean, I know I employed Heineke last week,
Yeah.
and he didn't do a damn thing. But in one of my leagues, I was about to grab Lawrence, and I was so glad I didn't, because it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, fucking Heineke outscored that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
damn, Lawrence was
That's
terrible.
not a flex.
Yeah.
All right. So Chargers at Green Bay.
We still on 1 o'clock?
Yeah. There's 4 more.
At 1 o'clock?
Yeah. Heavy schedule.
Damn.
Yeah, there's only 3 games at 4, which is annoying because I have to go to this fucking birthday party. Anyway, hate my wife. All right, so Chargers at Green Bay. I just saw something about Keenan Allen. He's still questionable with that shoulder. He's Mr. Glass. That's what it is. He's always hurt.
So I've always stayed away from him.
Yeah.
Always.
Obviously Eckler, start him up. I don't know if Guyton. I think I saw something about him being banged up, but he's inconsequential. You're basically going because I think I saw something about them signing or bringing up 2 other receiving players from the practice squad. So that doesn't ring great things for Allen's health. If they're calling up practice squad players in the wideout position, that's not great. So,
yeah, I'm employing Guyton. I mean, he might be questionable. He might, but shit, he got to throw it to somebody. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, at least he has a relationship with him. So,
and Everett is out. So,
yeah,
if anybody's looking for tight end help, I guess the Parham dude, I guess, becomes employable. But I'm not.
I'd leave it be, but I get it. I mean, it's a tight end thing, so I mean, I'm quite sure you can find better options than Parham.
He's already burned me once where he couldn't even get me 1 point, so I'm cool.
Yeah, he's another Cole Kmet type of deal. Yeah, that's about it. So really, it's Allen and Eckler. It's everything else is kind of meh. We'll see.
It's a toss.
All right, Green Bay, have fun.
Jordan Love, eligibles, Dobbs, Watson, Rice, who killed me.
Is Watson eligible now? Like, I feel like you could sit him.
You
Even
even
in
got
this league.
that Darius Hicks or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
you never know who he'll hit. Musgrave, um, Dylan, Aaron Jones. I mean, at any point, any of those can pop off. There's no
It's like
consistency
the
in
most
any of them.
talented roster I've ever seen. It's the
Yeah,
weirdest thing.
talented, untalented roster.
Yeah. It's fucking strange. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna do too much. It's Jordan Love's and until he actually realizes how he can drive, it's gonna be one of these little Musgrave little. Oh, hold on, lost my host. Hold on. Jordan Love sucks.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, is Green Bay, are they proud of how they pushed Aaron Rodgers out like that? I mean, like, I mean, they did the same thing
No,
with Brett
the
Favre.
ownership probably
They did
is
the
just
same thing with
because
Brett Favre, but it worked out because they had Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers. This time is not so good.
Well, I think it's one of those deals where they had to see if he could swim. You know, it's kind of like the baby bird that gets pushed out of the nest. Well, fly or don't, motherfucker. Choose. You know, make your choice.
Yeah,
And he don't have it. But the strange
I
thing
don't.
is he's very bad, but he is light years ahead of Kenny Pickett. Because fuck that guy. How bad is that? And you actually, real quick, just a little sidebar here, because anytime I can shit on this team, I will. You see all these people saying, "Oh, well, you know, maybe you don't, but I see plenty of people saying, you know, well, he's progressing. It's only his second year. Explain CJ Stroud to me, please. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Explain.
Well,
Oh, don't worry.
CJ Stroud is definitely in the category by itself. I mean, that doesn't happen. That's not common. Zach Wilson don't look like he got a clue what's happening.
He's still better than Kenny. I would feel more confident in this team with Zach Wilson. There's a fucking statement.
Yeah, that is.
But
That
am I
is
wrong?
pretty
Like,
well said.
am I wrong though? Because I have seen Zach Wilson when he has time, he looks good. Like he moves the ball comfortably. I don't know, just something. Anyway, go ahead. Go back to Green Bay, or are we done with them? Because it's not really much more to talk about with that.
Uh, I finished with Dylan and Jones, and that's about it. That's it for the eligibles for Green Bay. Let's go.
Yeah. Are you comfortable starting all the people, or you kind of just like, ugh.
Oh, hell no. I would try to
Yeah,
start Jones, maybe Dobbs.
with that face? Yeah, I feel very comfortable. Looking like someone farted by your ear. You're like,
That's about it, man. I don't see it. I don't see it.
it's just that's so crazy. Because just thinking about how important Rogers was to that team, because Dobbs was a stud. Watson's hurt all year, so don't, that's unfair, but dude was a stud. Dude was that downfield, like, hold my beer moment, people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Last
but
year, yeah. But that was Rogers throwing them the pill.
yeah, and it just shows you how important, even a old, hurt, disgruntled, cantankerous old man back there is still like, I'm going to make you look good. And this young, spry kid with legs is not, he ain't it. But all right, next, Arizona at Houston. This should be a fun game. I feel like this should be a shootout. Second game with Kyler back. So if you didn't feel comfortable playing him, feel comfortable. He looked good. He looked comfortable. He was able to run, which I think was always the big thing because you're always worried about that mental part about an ACL. He looked good. He looked comfortable. He didn't really chuck it to Hollywood that much, but they probably have
Yeah,
to kind
I
of
was
work a little.
pissed on not even just the Hollywood, just these motherfuckers did a tush push and brought in the back quarterback, the tune.
Well, you know what?
Like, what the
You know
fuck
what
is
though?
that?
Well, no, I appreciate that because the last thing you want to do is get him rolled up on with his like 5'8" stature.
Hand
Because
it
you
off
had
the fucking corner. What the fuck?
I get no, but the tush push is all the rage now, and I get it. But I think they made a smart move, even though they didn't get it. What you don't want to do is potentially hurt your franchise quarterback, even though they don't
No,
really
they got it. They
necessarily.
got the touchdown. He scored the touchdown.
Oh, did they? Okay, all right. I
Mm,
couldn't remember. So, but I think that was more like, hey, we don't want to play this game right now. You are just back. We do not want to have you rolled up on by a 6'3", 350, fella when you're like 5'9", a buck 80. And we're all set. Let's
he's a
not let
small
that be a
guy.
thing.
Definitely a
He is
small
a
guy.
small fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him in. Definitely. I mean, the end of Demarcano, whatever the fuck his name is. Michael Wilson.
Excommunicado from fucking is
Yeah,
John Wick shit. Mhm.
yeah. Hollywood, obviously, yeah, get him. He loves Rondell Moore. I'd feel comfortable putting him in there, but I also love Rondell. I think I really am like an Arizona fan at heart. It's weird. Um, Michael Wilson, he's questionable. Leave him be. I mean, he was good with the backups. We don't know how that's going to be. Go with his known targets. If Wilson becomes a part of it, cool, great. But McBride, yeah, get him in there. Can't really not at this point. I don't know what his stat line last week was, but I know Zach Ertz is coming back, and that should be, even though you shouldn't be concerned, you should be concerned just based on their relationship, him and Kyler. He hits him a lot. So who knows? But that was also with Cliff King, Cliff the coach, and he was terrible. So who knows? It's going to be it's almost like a brand new offense to watch unfold with new coach and kind of the same old players, but how that's going to go. But I feel like it's going to be a high flying thing. So be a fun game. So talk about Houston.
Of course, rookie of the year, MVP of the league so far,
Yeah.
CJ Stroud,
Mm.
uh, eligibles Tank Dell, Nico
Yep.
Collins is coming back. We don't
Yep.
know about Noah Brown. I don't know. Bobby
Set
Trees,
him.
name only. Mechie, don't know. Ferguson,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, tight end.
Well, wait,
Singletary,
no. That's fucking no. That's Schultz, not
not
Fergie.
Fergie.
Schultz. Yeah.
Schultz. Schultz.
Yeah.
Used to be in Dallas. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Schultz. Running back out of nowhere, Singletary. Motherfucking, what's the name is no longer. Damian Pierce has been out the past couple of weeks, and even when he was in, he was out. So
Yeah. Would you
that's
feel good starting Singletary though? Like we already
would I
everyone
feel
knows the
good?
eligibles, but
I
like
wouldn't say I wouldn't go as
right.
far as to say I felt good. I would just say that I felt a little bit positive based off of last week's performance, but that's kind of
You
chasing the
would
points a little bit.
start and close your eyes type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ugh. Yeah, I think everyone that you said though, I feel like I feel real good about except for Bobby, but I would sit Noah. Don't being that like if he was just questionable all week, I'd feel okay, but he went from questionable to out to questionable today. I'm like,
You miss all three
nah, man.
practices.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, man. Like that. I don't. I'm not. I will take an L with you putting up 20 in a tutty. No, I just I
That's
don't
too
think that.
risky.
Yep. All right. Um. Oh God. Dallas to Carolina. Start all your Dallas people. Seriously, start all your Dallas people. There's no injuries to speak of. Go ahead, Carolina. I mean, there's not much. I mean, you saw what Dak did against a real a game they should win easily. that you would think would be a running
Dallas,
situation.
Miami, they're the same type of team where they beat up on fucking cream puffs and tomato cans and shit, but they can't beat the big people. So this is a tomato can.
Yeah, it's just gonna be and watch, and it'll end up being some kind of weird like throw all the time game that should have been last week. But Carolina does have a decent defense, so it's not. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like they had for the Giants, but it's Carolina is not keeping up.
You're a fool if you're starting Bryce Young. They got Adam Thielen, DJ Chark. Who knows if he ever plays? Chuba.
God, talk about my disappointing person. I fucking love Chark, man. Like, oh God, like that's like the saddest story in the NFL, man. Like, dude has crazy talent, very, very good, but he can't be healthy, and he keeps going to shitty teams.
I think that's the reason why teams keep shipping him out, is because he's just always hurt.
But he always gets a job. Like that's the other part of it. He's like, oh, but the upside on him is so high.
Everybody says like, damn, if he could just stay on the field.
Oh,
he can't.
I think it was last year or the year before. I picked him up right before a Thursday game, and 2 plays in, he fucking like snaps his ankle. I'm like, God damn it! whatever his big injury was, I forget what it was, if it was a knee or an ankle, but I picked him up that day, and fucking end of the year. Just fucking immediate, like IR rest of the season, out for the year.
Yeah. Carolina, that's it. Chuba, because you love his name. Miles Sanders is trash.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you're a damn fool if you're starting Miles ever again. He is worst. Fucking Pittsburgh worst. Yeah. Well, another shitty game. The last of the 1 p.m. Giants at Washington. All right, go ahead and talk about Washington.
He just said, fuck Saquon.
I mean, start Saquon if you want, but literally he is the everything on that team, and he's fragile too. So how much can he carry? Like, you almost hope he gets hurt so he doesn't have to fucking deal with the team. Just like, just let it be a fucking, like, just a whole wash of the team. Like, everyone's dead. It's fine.
Washington, Howe, Scary Terry, Johan Dotson, Logan Thomas, Brian Robinson. What's the name? Gibson, I got is out. So if you're deep and you need some help, you can go get that young kid Rodriguez or some shit.
I thought about it, by the way. I almost did it. I'm like, ooh, no.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That's gonna be like a 90-10 snap share. Like, Robinson's gonna eat.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Curtis Samuel or Jamison Crowder, so I don't know what.
Funny enough, either do they.
Yeah, you never know. Washington, I don't know. And that's it.
I don't think this is going to be a Dallas type of game. I think they're going to get up by 10 and just run Robinson into the fucking ground. I'm almost scared to start Logan Thomas because they're not going to need him. So, and I'm not trying to be shitty
with a running game. You still get passes to the tight end. Like, they don't need to spread it out and go to the receivers, but tight end they might.
You just better hope Terry scores in the first quarter, because if he doesn't, he's probably not going to touch the rock too much more. They're not going to need to. So this could even be a backup. Actually, you know what? Maybe that Gonzalez guy isn't a bad play, because I would imagine maybe midway through the third and the fourth, they may just put him in to play. Yeah.
See what he got. he might
Yeah.
perform like Keaton Mitchell did in garbage time a couple
Well,
weeks
you
ago.
need to do something because Gibson's out. Like I'm not saying like he's out for the game, but I think he's done with this team. He has proven to be a bust, and that's sad because he seemed to have the juice. But hey, all right, 4:00, Tampa Bay at Niners. Cool. Baker might die this week. He may get crippled. Obviously, go Evans. I mean, he's matchup proof because he's until he gets hurt and pulls a hammy because his hamstrings are made of string cheese. So that's fun. I guess you could start Kate Otten. I mean, the guy is like not really up and down. He has a decent floor, but I picked him up as the backup, so that is cool, I guess. I mean, you can go. Oh God, what's his name? What's his name? Godwin. Golly, yeah. See how far he fell off the earth.
Yeah. Baker just don't like him. I mean, like it's like one of those things where they got other receivers there, but Baker just will not give him the time of day. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, kind of wonder when that squeaky wheel thing is going to start up. But
yeah,
they're playing a tough defense, so you don't really know how that's going to go. I mean, they're probably going to be playing from behind. So, I mean, you can start White, but he's
wildly
like volatile.
productive over the past. I don't want to say 2 or 3 weeks. For sure, White ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I think that stops this week because I think now that he's facing like an actual defense, it's like okay. So I don't know. We'll kind of see how that goes. Who knows? But yeah. I mean, I wouldn't feel like crazy comfortable other than Mike Evans. That's really the only person I'd start that I'd feel good about. All the other ones, I'd kind of close my eyes and do it because I still feel like San Fran is that defense that you just try to avoid. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If you got fringe players, leave them be.
They look like they got their mojo back, and they got Chase Young in a trade, so it's another pass. So, 49ers, Brock Purdy, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey.
Who? Who's that guy?
He said, "Who?
Who?"
That's about it. That's about it for San Fran.
You starting all those players, or what are you thinking here?
If I had any of them, I would start them all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Even Purdy, even though Purdy's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, because you got to throw it to Ayuk, or you got to throw it to motherfucking Debo, or you got to throw it to Kittle. Somebody got to, like, they can't catch them themselves. Somebody got to throw them.
So, who would you start? Okay. Would you start Herbert or Purdy?
Oh, you talking about from the Chargers?
Yeah.
Who do they play this week?
The Chargers are playing Green Bay.
I would probably go Purdy because I think the jury is still out on Purdy. I mean, I think that, he had a series of bad games, but he hasn't played so horribly that I no longer trust him.
Okay, because I'm just curious because I feel like Purdy is less not as
big of a threat as he used to be.
Well, and he's not as talented as Herbert, but he has more weapons, and Herbert has less weapons, but he's more talented. So I was just curious which way you would go with that. All right. So, oh God, why do I go to the shitty teams? Fuck me. All right. Jets at Buffalo. God damn it. Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. There you go. Go talk about Buffalo.
All right. Allen, of course.
Yep.
Stephon Diggs,
Mm.
Mr. Volatile, Gabe the Babe,
Fuck. Gabe Davis
Kincaid,
Award.
Cook, I guess. Latavius Murray, I guess.
Do you even start the running backs though? Like, think about that.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, I got Cook in another league, and I'm not starting him because of what happened last
In
week.
a regular, that's even in a regular league, you're like, nope. Wow. What about in this league? If you were like, can you?
If I had Cook in this league, there's no way I can fit him. I have to play. I have to. There's no way. I will just have to go with whatever he gets.
Cook or Foreman?
Cook. If Khalil Herbert wasn't coming back for the Bears.
Okay, I got a good one. Cook or Pollard?
Pollard.
Oof. Okay.
Pollard doesn't really. I mean, you got Dowdle, but he don't got the real competition like Cook got. They love fucking Latavius Murray, and they even got fucking what's his name, Fournette, that they haven't even played yet.
Yeah, they haven't even done that. Remember when I drafted him with the thought that someone finally picked him up, and then someone finally picked him up and not use him? That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about Garrett Wilson, he has like an elbow issue, but he's looking to play, so he's going to be your only savior. There's not much. There's nothing else there. Okay. Last 4:00 game, which is weird because we just started talking about it. Seattle with the Rams. That should be a fun game, I would think. Stafford's back. That's always good. Lockett's questionable.
Stafford is back for sure.
Yeah, they're saying he's playing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Lockett questionable. We'll see. I mean, he's. I feel like he's always questionable, so he's gonna play. Big Donkey Kong DK.
Metcalf and Lockett do the same thing every fucking week. They're questionable, and they end up playing every week. Which never miss.
Kind of sucks to me for a JSN owner. I'm kind of like, sit down a few weeks, man. Like let him get some play. But I'm still playing JSN with limited confidence. But he is once again another Gabe Davis on a team that I have Gabe Davis on, which is super fun. But I guess the good part about having those two players, I mean, my team is stacked. Let's kind of be completely honest. My team is fucking ridiculous. The good thing about having those two players is you're not necessarily worried if they goose you. Now, obviously, you don't want that, but majority of the time, your team is able to make up for their inadequacies. But it's always good to see when they produce. In JSN, he looks like a good player. It looks like they're trying to get him a little bit more away from the line of scrimmage, get him kind of downfield, let him use his skill set. So, play him. Maybe not in a 10-team league. I mean, you probably still need to kind of sit him, but this league, obviously, I'm playing. I already kind of went over that. Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. The snap share is about 50-50, but Walker, he's been way more productive. He's being a lot more productive. He's getting most of the actual offensive plays. I think Charbonnet might be a better blocker. So maybe that's kind of why it's that or third down back. I don't know. But the stats are a little misleading in that sense. You're like, 50-50 timeshare. I gotta start him. Maybe not. But in this league, start him. I mean, at this point, you put him in your flex. Like, don't expect a lot, but he should at least hit his assumed total. But yeah, this might be another shootout. Gino, we'll see. Who knows what kind of Gino you're getting? He's been a bit of a
He's been a coin
Dr.
flip this year.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde deal. So
Yeah,
we'll
he's been a
see.
coin flip this year for sure.
Rams, go do it.
You said Stafford starting.
Yeah,
You got Puka Nakua. You got Cooper Cup. I can't believe I said Puka Nakua before I said Cooper Cup.
Mm. They got weird named receivers out there. Just saying.
I'm just saying. I mean, for me to even mention him first, it says a lot about what's really
Right,
happening this year.
right.
um, Gabe Davis out there. Tyler Higbee.
True.
Running back, Kerr Williams still ain't there, so I guess you got to go with Henderson or
Yeah, this is
Royce
last week
Freeman.
starting. Last week starting, then Sherman's gonna come paint the world white. Skate, skate, skate.
Yeah. Atwell, I guess if you're really deep.
Oh God, I was like, who? Fuck.
And that's it.
That's like a deep dicking right there. Golly.
That is
Sheesh.
it.
Yeah. All right. So that is the 4 o'clock one. We got two more. The late night 8 o'clock game Sunday. You got Minnesota and Denver. The big news that came out: JJ not being taken off IR, which was supposed to play him. I'm not now. Nice. Look, you got like the world's favorite son over here with Dubs doing silly things out here, looking like he actually should have been a starter.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Right. Addison, I'm kicking myself a little bit for trading him away because I didn't know what was going to happen. It was before they actually signed Dobbs. I thought they were just going to, tank the
Tank it
season,
out.
but
Yeah.
oops, doozle. Big old hawk strap, get him in there. I mean, looking like a fucking literally looking like a Viking.
Fucking the Undertaker.
What else we got out here? Madison, I don't know what his deal with his. He's probably not. I don't think he's playing. I really don't.
Yeah, I think the Ty Chandler will play.
Yeah, and he looked like he had juice, but who knows? It's always a bit of a worrisome thing there. What other receivers are out in Minnesota here? I mean, they've got the Bilal Powell kind of deal. I don't think that's going to be anything.
No, big thing.
KJ, I think I don't know if he's playing. Is he playing or is he out?
As far as I seen, he was
not
playing.
Sure. Okay, good because that was a scary hit. So that'll definitely help out Dobbs. I think that'll actually help out Addison more than KJ because it'll kind of open the field up a little bit so he gets a little bit less attention. But yeah, that's really kind of about it. So go ahead with Denver. The
Russell
fun
Wilson.
box that is Denver.
Yeah. Russell Wilson, Sutton, Judy, piece of shit.
I love your hatred. You have the hatred for Judy that the hatred that I have for Pickett makes me happy. It burns hard.
No tight end.
No.
Running back Williams, who's been getting stronger. McLaughlin, I got sitting on the bench because
he's
because
done.
Williams is getting stronger. McLaughlin's getting a lot less wreck. So is P. Ryan.
That's a one-man show at this point. Honestly, I feel like all other backs are irrelevant. I think they're finally giving Javonte the keys, and Russell Wilson sucks. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah,
fucking douche.
I know. When they beat Buffalo and they interviewed him, he had like he just knew it was going to happen. Talk about, I had all the confidence in the world. We knew he was going to beat these guys. I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like, act like it's a miracle. It's a miracle y'all beat Buffalo. Don't act like y'all just knew y'all was going to beat them.
Russell Wilson looks like the guy that says "gosh dang" a lot.
Yeah, he's a cornball. He's a fucking cornball.
And he got fucking, what's her name?
Sierra.
Fucking Sierra. Fine ass Sierra. What the fuck? How's that shit happen?
Mhm.
Oh, well, money.
She
There you
might
go.
like cornballs. Yeah.
Fucking yeah, it makes my head hurt. All right. Um, yeah. Do you feel comfortable playing anybody except Javante there? There's
If
your
I had
answer.
Sutton, I wouldn't mind trotting him out there.
Really? You would
Yeah,
play that game again?
I got the wrong Denver receiver. If I had Sutton, I
Oh
wouldn't mind trotting him out there.
God. Even after the years that we played around, oh God. Okay. All right. You must really like to be hurt. I knew you was a freak.
I'm just going by
And
what's been happening this year, and Russell do not like Judy. He fucking throws it to Sutton. He do.
well, look, here's how I feel about this. Fuck Sunday. The actual thing that we should all be looking forward to is Monday. I don't care if you like football, your dick should be hard about this. I get to talk about Philly, which makes me happy.
This is
So
pretty
it's
much
Philly.
the Super Bowl rematch and the two best teams in each conference giving it a
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Giving us the Super Bowl preview.
Yep. So yeah, legit. So Philly against the Chiefs. Monday night. Goddard is out, so I think everyone from a receiving standpoint gets an uptick. I mean, you could
This
probably
is one
even
of those
chuck in.
games where do you even got a name who to start? Like, who don't you start is the question.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you can maybe chuck in that Zachary kid or Zachary, whatever the fuck his name is, Zach, the guy from fucking Atlanta. Um, Zacchaeus. Yeah, Zacchaeus. There we go.
Oh,
Um,
damn! You even think he gonna catch some red? God damn!
look, you called you. I mean, speaking of Philly, you called Aguilar last year, and I'm pretty sure you got a tutty, or last week, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Aguilar got it.
I did.
And I'm like,
He got a
I'm like
tutty.
this.
Yeah.
I'm like this guy's the fucking wide receiver whisperer over here. Golly.
He did get a
Um,
tutty. Yeah.
yeah. But I just thinking about Philly made me think of Aguilar there because he spent so many years doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, you looked any option you have, you start. Like I would even start. I would even start their left guard. Fuck it. The only thing you don't start is the defenses. Stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I mean, you can talk about the Chiefs if you want here, but I think you kind of already made your point about who don't you start.
Who don't you? Like,
Yeah.
like you don't start Kadarius Tony or no. You can even probably even start that damn Watson dude and shit. You can talk to anybody.
You
Shit.
could probably start Tony in this matchup because I feel like it's. I mean, and I think that guy's an absolute fucking douche nozzle. So, but you could probably get. I mean, because let's be honest, this is like a weird Chiefs team that can score with nobody on the team.
Yeah,
it's really odd.
There is no specific player except for Kelsey. Other than that, it's Kelsey and whoever you want to choose that week. But that tells you how good Mahomes is because he can win pretty much anybody.
He's half and half Tom Brady.
Yes, that's what I was say. Yep. He is the half and half version of Tom. Tom Brady could win with fucking a spider, two bats in the corner, and motherfucking four roaches, and motherfucking Tom Brady will win that game for you.
with no picks.
Pretty much. And Mahomes is about as close as you can get to that.
Dude is super, super talented. I hope the injury bug does not touch him because he can go down as maybe one of the all-time greats. Honestly, like what he can do, the magic he can pull is just it's beautiful to watch. It really is. Like he looks athletic, even though he like has that weird little
trot.
That little
sugar walk.
Right, and I'm just like that doesn't match. I mean, that doesn't match that doesn't match you. It's weird to me. throws me off, but I don't give a shit. But that I hate his hair too. His hair looks fucking dumb. He has like a Jerry Curl perm fucking situation going on.
Yeah.
It's fucking strange, but goddamn dude is talented. So I really hope he doesn't get hurt, and I hope he has a long career. I would love to see what his stats match up to. I'd love to see what they do if they get some receivers around him. If they get him receivers, like could you imagine him in Miami?
Yeah.
With
Or
Kelsey? With Kelsey?
even in
Well,
Dallas,
shit,
like
hold
look
on.
at Dallas.
Wait. We
Look
already
at
actually
Dak.
had
Like
that. Hold on.
Dak got some fucking receivers that he doesn't really show you that they good because Dak don't know how to get it to him. He don't know how to get it to, CeeDee Lamb and fucking Cooks and motherfucking Gallup and the tight end. Like if you gave those eligibles to fucking Mahomes, those motherfuckers would be in the Pro Bowl already, ready right now.
Yeah. And I just realized what I said. I'm like, can you imagine him in Miami with Kelsey? I'm like, you mean like the Chiefs from a few years ago with Hill? Yeah, never mind. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like you don't have to imagine. There's tape on that, stupid. Yeah, but that should be a fun fucking game, and I really hope it doesn't disappoint, man.
Yeah,
we were kind of
I hope the whole primetime Monday night thing don't kill the vibe
right.
of the game that would normally happen on a Sunday afternoon.
Because we were pumped for Thursday, and Thursday was literally Armageddon and a bloodbath, and an absolute shame for the league now. Because
like I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it because it was just like too many people got hurt too quick. It was just like, damn. By the time halftime was over, it was just like the game was a fucking like a horror movie where all the stars got killed in the first couple of opening credits, and it's just like, damn, what kind of movie we watching here?
You watched the scrimmage. That's what you watched at that point. It was like
I was not happy. I was not happy.
Well, we don't have German football tomorrow. We actually have a regular schedule from this point on. Well, except for coming Thursday. That's where Thanksgiving happens and all that. So we will talk to you twice before that, Wednesday and Tuesday. So gonna get through all that stuff. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully at least we're talking about a good game on Monday. It's kind of hard to look forward to Sunday knowing that you have that game on Monday, which is weird, but it feels like Sunday is the appetizer.
This is one of those things where if in any of my leagues, if I go into that damn Sunday, into that Monday game with a resemblance of a lead, I've won because
almost
everybody that I got is from those two Monday teams. So if I got a semblance of a lead, or if I'm only down by 10 or 20 going into that Monday game, I'm feeling great.
If you could be down by 30 and feel comfortable, in this league, like very comfortable. So, so I'm hoping it's good, man. I feel like this is going to be an absolute back and forth thing. I don't think either one of the defenses are like particularly good, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it.
All right.
So
good luck to you tomorrow.
Yeah, you too, man. We face off next week.
Yeah, and and I gotta come over and sit in your fucking living room and fucking watch myself to get destroyed, but it's okay.
It's all right. I'll put my hand on the back of your head. I'll make you feel good. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to end the episode. Yep. So we're gonna go with football FMLA for the title.
Oh shit! Who was the football FMLA again?
Fucking. Wait, who the hell? Oh, Waddle.
Waddle. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, who the fuck did we say it was? Waddle has FMLA, yo, and he's in Florida.
Legit.
Yeah.
Colin Sedgwick and shit. Yep.
I mean, two of his states' name is in the title FMLA. Florida, FMLA.
Oh, see, now this dude's putting it all together. Oh man. I'm gonna get a 3 a.m. text saying some algorithm shit like.
And Waddle has an A in it too, so there's an A too. So we got 3 letters that describe this dude in FMLA.
Well, if you want to do it further, I mean, Florida FL, Miami MA.
There you go. We got them all in there.
See, now you got me started. All right, I have to go buy some more tinfoil.
Oh shit!
But yeah, we will see you again on Tuesday, recapping what happened this week, and then Wednesday for a quick little Thanksgiving deal. So yeah, we'll see you. So go fuck a pine cone.
He said a pine cone.
I sure did. Big one. Goodbye.